Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And a lot of you are dealing with the backlash, the fallout of understanding that these entities that have been dispatched to our lives, a lot of the narcissists have sent these higher spirits. A lot of the people who are our family members have sent these higher spirits. They've inserted monitoring spirits to watch over your doings, to report back to them, the person that is either the hierarchy in the family, on your job, or in the community. And you will have these types of people that have tried to set you up for failure. They're guilty. They're guilty. When you deal with them, they're guilty. The people on your job, they're guilty for trying to set you up. The people in your community, they're guilty for spreading false rumors about you. The people in your family are guilty for conspiring with, those people on your job and in your community to harm the chosen one. And you might say, High Oracle, how do you know about these types of things that's going on? How do you have a knowing? How do you have an understanding about this? And it is because I have gone through these types of experiences with my own people. And like I say, I'm the generational curse breaker on both sides of my family. And what they will have a misunderstanding about, this is what is a deal breaker for a lot of the narcissists in your family and in your life, because they will be thinking that it is supposed to be a male. Hold on, someone is trying to call me, and I'm not today. They will think that it is one of the males in your family that is the generational curse breaker, and they will try to remove that male really quick. They will try to, get him out of there. Go ahead and live your life. Go have fun. Go be fruitful. They will try to subdue him really quick because they do not want it to be a male. Because, if it is a male, then you're going to have one of those backlashes at an early age, like Abraham. You're going to have, that young man, growl, that and they don't want that. And they definitely, they think that it's going to be very easy for them with a woman. 313, as I'm saying that. There are going to be people in your family that are guilty of conspiring against you. And so when you start to move away from these people, when you start to move away from the places that you have been attached to all of your life, the family members, you will understand that those monitoring spirits that they've sent will come after you. They're not just going to go away just because you moved away. You're going to have to cleanse that negative energy. And that is why I give you a lot of the cleanses and a lot of the prayers that I give you. And so, for this month, we have cleansed a lot of the negative energy. We have exposed a lot of the people in our lives that were in the shadows. And, even for myself, it worked very well for the people that were in my life, that I've been walked away from. Anytime that you have a family member that will tell you, I had a family member that told me, I was trying to get you 40 years. I was trying to get you 40 years in prison. So that is an enemy. That is an enemy. And not only do you have to move away from that person, those people who have conspired with that person in your relationship, in your home, in your family, whatever title they may have. And I wanted to give you this as, a reminder to you that in the Holy Bible, it is mother against daughter, daughter against mother, father against son, son against father. The Holy Quran will tell you that you will have, enemies in your family. There's the ambulance again. They're going to get them. Okay? Because this is what we're understanding. This is what we're understanding. These people have conspired and plotted your downfall. These people are guilty of sending the death spells and trying to unalive you. These people have been, trying to undermine you for a very long time in your job, in the community, trying to make you look bad, trying to, steal your wind out of your sails, trying to, take your credibility and trying to take your self-confidence so that you are always under them, that they are feeding you from hand to mouth, that they are giving you what they think you deserve, that you're never able to walk into your power. And so we have stripped them of being able to stand in the dark in our lives, in community, on these jobs. We have stripped them of the power that they had over us, to issue us what our blessings, yield, what God has given us, and they're going to issue out, the monetary value. They're going to, try to tell you your worth. Okay, we're taking that 656. I'm on a roll here. I'm on a roll. We're seeing these people in our family. We're seeing these people in society. These people, governmental narcissists in high places. These people, it was nothing worse than, the lynching that was at a police department. And I forgot where it was. You guys, if you know where it was, you can, put it in my comments below. It was nothing worse that, nothing is being said. How does that happen at, a police department that is on camera? You're able to see the cars, but, they're taking, pictures of us every day. There's cameras on every pole. How does that happen? It doesn't, because it has been staged. It is an attack. They're attacking from the shadows, thinking that we don't know that it is them that is going to go over. For every reaction, there's an action. 757. Again, I'm on top of it today. We're flying high. When they go, low, we go high. Their airplanes that they're sailing in, we're taking the winds out of their sailing. They're falling to the ground. They're falling to the ground because of their behavior, because they have ordained this type of behavior in society. This has been a spell that has been sent from the colonizers over the men, that they are superior. You're not supposed to speak the truth because it hurts their feelings. You're not supposed to speak the truth to your parents because it hurts their feelings. You're not supposed to know more than them, especially if you're a female. Because, you're supposed to be intimidated, by what they are telling you, what they are giving you, what the church has given you. You're intimidated by their knowledge. So when you're having these types of problems in your relationship, where they are, being exposed in your family, then this is a whole societal norm. This has gone over until now, that we're breaking these types of spells. The chosen ones, not these fake narcissists, not these pretending narcissists, not these people that's pretending to have titles to be your mothers and fathers, and they are siphoning your energy. Not these spiritual narcissists. They are not the chosen ones. Okay? They're not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the chosen one, men and women, that once you start cleansing this negative energy, you have to cleanse it out of your life. It is a toxic parasite in your family that has a detriment against you. You're not going to be able to just, oh, I'm just going to cleanse the negative energy out of my stomach. Not when they have divided your birthright among family members. Not when they have given the friends that they've had that you've known all of your life. A part of your light, your star, your destiny, and they have set up on you as a coven. You're going to have to cleanse them until you can no longer feel the oppressive spirit. And a lot of people don't like to understand that. They don't like to hear that. They think that it is something that you can just move away from, that you can cleanse your stomach out. But when you're talking about a person that has fed you negative energy, black matter, that you drink alcohol or whatever, you've eaten with these people, eating and drinking, and they have fed you something in your food, in your drink, you're going to have to cleanse these persons out, and all the persons who are associated with them, who knew about them as a spiritual narcissist, a family narcissist, the flying monkeys. You're going to have to, cleanse those people that they've inserted in your marriage. You're going to have to cleanse those people on that job, that those evil spirits are body jumping. You're going to have to cleanse it. Okay, and this is going to shut the door on those types of, people, the behavior, the conduct, the evil spirit. Once you have that connection to God, once you know that, God giveth and he taketh away, once you understand that he has given you all that you know, once you understand that God is the one true God that can give you the closure, close the doors to your soul for these entities, for these people. And then you're going to start seeing them, fall like dominoes, fall by the wayside, get sick. They're going to have that backfire on their life, where whatever they were planning for you, the amputation so that you couldn't move, that you would be stagnated, the cancer in your bone, your leg, your feet, where you would be stagnated, where you would be fed from hand to mouth by them, enslaved by them, enslaved by the people that they had given your star to. Until you cleanse that negative energy and remove the residue from all of these people who have been attacking you in your family, the family and friends, the places that they have tried to attach you to, the demons that they have tried to send, then you will understand that you will have a fight on your hand. You will understand, until the oppressive energy has gone back to each and every one of them who attack your finances, who attack your relationship, who attack your mind, all of your childhood, all of your mid-adult life. Until you understand, you will not be able to stop cleansing until that each one of them has received back the plan and the plot to harm your life, to harm the chosen one, to harm your health, to harm your children, to control your children. Each and every one of them must get back that recourse that they have sent out. So I hope that you've understood this message. When you're dealing with family, when you're dealing with those people that you have known all of your life, you will have to cleanse them until there is no more oppression in your life from the spirits that they've hired. So please book your one-on-one life coaching sessions or your consultations if you're having this problem in your life, so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation. Like, share, and subscribe to me. Donate to my channel. I'm High Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.